Akshaya Pundarikaksham Preta Moksha Pradurbhava Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanur Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Prem se bolo Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki Jai. So tonight what we will be doing is, of course, we'll have a live Zoom satsang. So if you'll be joining us this evening, we do hope and pray that you will all be given an opportunity, those who would like to participate, to join us and to say a few words or to sing a poem or whatever is on your mind to share with us about our dear Rita ji. Before we listen to our dear Pandit Deepak ji, one of our Naujawanis is on, and of course he's no other than Sanjay Persaud, whom Rita ji was very, very fond of, a young man who we all should be very, very proud of as well. And he would like to share with us this evening a few devotional chants, and then we'll continue with our dear Pandit Deepak ji from there. If you see us waving our hands like this, we're not saying hi, we're just giving you a sign that's saying that we're not hearing you. So if you see that from us, know that your volume, something is wrong with your volume. So over now to our dear Sanjay.
Gajananam Bhutaganaadisevitam Kapitjambu Balcharbhakshanam Umasutam Shokavinashakarikam Namami Vigneshwarpankajam. Jai Shri Ram, everybody. I kindly like to ask everyone to join as we sing one devotion. Ganganapatiye Namo Namah Sri Siddhi Vinayak Namo Namah Ashta Vinayak Namo Namah Ganapati Bappa Moria Ganganapatiye Namo Namah Sri Siddhi Vinayak Namo Namah Ashta Vinayak Namo Namah Ganapati Bappa Moria Ganganapatiye Namo Namah Sri Siddhi Vinayak Namo Namah Ashta Vinayak Namo Namah Ganapati Bappa Moria Ganganapatiye Namo Namah Sri Siddhi Vinayak Namo Namah Ashta Vinayak Namo Namah Ganapati Bappa Moria Ganganapatiye Namo Namah Sri Siddhi Vinayak Namo Namah Ashta Vinayak Namo Namah Ganapati Bappa Moria Ganapati Bappa Moria Ganapati Bappa Moria. Om Saraswati Namastobhyam Vande Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sana. Om Bhuribhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Argo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yona Prachodaya. Om Satoma Sargamaya Tamso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Before I end off the closing, the opening prayers for today's program, I'd like to sing Hare Rama, Hare Krishna for everybody. And everybody who goes to Shaanti Bhavan Mandir knows that Auntie Reets always used to start off our morning chanting the name of Bhagwan. So as we start this program here in memory of our beloved Auntie Reets, I just want to sing a couple times Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Hare. Hari Om Shanti, 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 Hari Om. Principal Ramachandra ki jai. Thank you, and back to Panditji.
Wow, thank you so much to our dear Sanjay for those beautiful prayers and, of course, chanting the Mahamantra. And so rightfully said that every Sunday morning we would start our service with that chant. So beautiful, so enlightening. Thank you so much. And I see Kiran is there. Of course, we'll listen to our dear Kiranji in a few. But before we continue, we would like to ask our dear Pandit Deepakji, who is on with us tonight, to shed a few words. And right after that, we're going to have a poem by two of our Naujawanis, that's Christine Hiralal and Rick Hiralal. Over to Pandit Deepakji.
Jai Sita.
Jai Maharaj.
To Panditji, Pandit Manoj, all of the Pandits and Panditas present, my humble pranam to all of you. And I want to also take this opportunity to express my love and strength and courage to the family and friends, loved ones of our Reets, the late Rita Persaud, in whose memory and honor this evening's program is being hosted and done. We pray that wherever that great soul may be, in all the experiences that we have had with her in this life, that all those positive experiences will take her closer to the feet of the Lord Almighty. I want to ask that the strength and courage that she gave to so many of us in her time be given to her wherever she may be to successfully traverse all the pathways ahead. And Pandit Sanjay, I think Reets would be really, really proud of you right now, especially your pronunciation and how far you've come in your Sangeet. All of the Naujawanis, she would have been extremely proud of all of you. Teri kripa के आसरे जलता रहा, जीवन दिया, तूते हुए शब्दों से ही है माँ तेरा सुमिरन किया, हे माँ तेरा सुमिरन किया, अर्पण तेरे चरणों में माँ, अर्पण तेरे चरणों में माँ, है भाव भीनी अर्चना, मातेश्वरी जगदम्बिके, मातेश्वरी जगदम्बिके, अतसी पुष्पसङ्काशं पीतवाससमुच्युतम्, ये नमस्यन्ति गोविन्दं न तेषां विद्यते भयम्. May peace flow from all directions for the departed soul of our dear late Reets, and may that same peace flow for each and every one of you. Pandit Manoj ji and members of the beautiful Shaanti Bhavan Mandir, thank you so much for hosting this program in her memory. Albeit it is a very sad night for many of us, still this gives us some courage, and I admire you for doing so. Thank you. God bless. Jai Shri Ram.
Thank you so much, Pandit Deepakji, for those wonderful words and chanting that beautiful bhajan to the Universal Mother. As you mentioned, it's very, very sad for all of us. It was this night exactly, and I'll share a little story as to how this transpired and how I got the news, but we'll do that later on in the program as we proceed tonight. Thank you so much once again to everybody for joining us so far. And once again, on behalf of the Mandir, the Shaanti Bhavan Mandir, and all of our devotees, we forever grateful for you guys taking time off tonight. It is our honor now to ask our dear Christine and Rick Hirla, who will share a few thoughts in a poem, I believe.
Jai Sitaram, everyone. My name is Christine Hiralal, and along with my brother Rick, we are blessed members of the Najwan Mandali youth group of the Shaanti Bhavan Mandir. Today marks 1 year since our beloved Auntie Reets passed away. For me and my fellow Najwanis, she was our strength, our smile, and our light. She was a mom to everyone who did everything she could to make us the person who we are today. And I know she would be proud to see how far we came. There's not one day that goes by without thinking about our beloved Auntie Reeds. She believed in me and helped me learn from my mistakes. She would take me everywhere she goes, whether it's Mandir or shopping, and I'm so blessed to continue to live on the memories with her. I believe Auntie Reeds is still here, even though not physically, but her legacy is what continues to live upon us. I believe she's both the sun and the moon as she watches us from far and continues to guide us in the right direction. I believe she's one of the brightest stars that the sky has gained as she continues to shine to let us know she's always there. I know she's still here, and as we close our eyes and just treasure the memories we had with her, she would always be there for us no matter what. Jai Ho.
There's a saying when someone passes away, a cloud turns into an angel and flies up to tell God to put another flower on a pillow and gives the bird the message back to the world and sings silent prayers that make the rain cry. People disappear, but they never go. The spirits up there puts the sun to bed, wakes up the grass, and spin the earth in a circle. Sometimes you can see them dancing or singing in a cloud during the daytime when they're supposed to be sleeping. They paint the rainbow and also the sunsets and make the waves splash, which will tug at the tide. They toss shooting stars and listen to wishes, and when they sing wind song, they whisper, "Don't miss me too much, because the view is nice and I'm doing just fine." So, my fellow devotees, even though our beloved Auntie Rita is no longer with us, she is still alive in our hearts, and we must never forget that and her teachings. Jai Ho.
Thank you.
Jai Ho. Thank you very much, our dear Christine and Rick, for those beautiful, beautiful words. And I love what you said there, that although she's gone, she will always live on in our hearts forever. And that I believe strongly. Thank you so much, Rick. Thank you so much, Christine, once again. We see our brother Sorenji is on with us tonight, all the way from way up in Long Island, I think the ending of Long Island. And of course, he's a wonderful friend and brother of Rita ji. We would like to ask him to prepare, and then we see our little Annapurna Devi is on this evening with us, one of our Naujawanis as well. And of course, her and mommy will be sharing a few words tonight. So Saranji and then Anu and Sabrina.
हो रहा है चुना दोनों का रास्ता। दूर जाके भी मुझसे तुम मेरी यादों में रहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना। तुम कभी है खबर मुझको भी है पता, हो रहा है जुदा दोनों का रास्ता। दूर जाके मुझसे तुम मेरी यादों में रहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना। जितनी खुशियाँ सब खो चुकी है, बस एक गम है कि जाना नहीं। समझा कि देगा बहला कि देगा, दिल है कि चैन को आता नहीं, आता नहीं। आंसू है कि उतारे, आग है अब आंखों से ना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना। रुत आ रही है, रुत जा रही है, दर्द का मौसम बदला नहीं, रंग है इनका इतना है गहरा, सदियों में होगा नहीं, हल्का नहीं। कौन जाने क्या होना है, हमको है अब क्या क्या सहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना। तुमको भी है उधर, कभी है हो रहा है जुदा, दोनों का रास्ता, दूर जाके मुझसे तुम मेरी यादों में रहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा। कभी श्याम मेरा नाम क्या है
Well, thank you so much, Sarenji, for that beautiful, beautiful song. Sorry we couldn't hear you in the beginning, so we missed your few thoughts, but I think everything was expressed in that song. And indeed, definitely, we will all meet again. Thank you so much to you and your family. Happy holidays to you guys. Wishing you guys a safe and healthy one. So this time we'll move from the islands and we'll go all the way over now to the Essequibo coast to listen to our dear Annapurna Devi and our dear Sabrina ji.
Go ahead. Sitaram. My name is Anu Badu, and I'm a blessed member of the Najwa Mandali Youth Group of the Shaanti Bhavan Mandir. I would like to dedicate a short poem in memory of our beloved Auntie Rita. Our lives go on without you, but nothing is the same. We have to hide our heartaches when someone speaks your name. Sad are the hearts that love you, silent are the tears that fall. But living our lives without you is the saddest part of all. You did so many things for us, your heart was kind and true, and when we needed someone, we could always count on you. The special years will not return when we are all together, but with the love in our hearts, you will walk with us forever. I will always love you, Auntie Rita, your little mama Anu. Thank you.
Sitaram, everyone. I don't have words because I'm too emotional. So I would just share a few lines of a bhajan that I really liked. And I had asked her, I said, Reets, can you sing this bhajan for me? So she sent me the copy. All those who know her, if you ask for her for a bhajan, she would send it within 2-3 seconds. I don't know how she find the time. So quick to share, but she always loved to share her bhajans with everyone. And she said, we should learn it and sing it at Shaanti Bhavan one day, but we didn't get to sing it together. So I'll just do a few lines. Krishna hi Shraddha, Krishna hi Bhakti, Krishna hi Vishwas. Krishna hi Shraddha, Krishna hi Bhakti, Krishna hi Vishwas. Krishna ka bhandi sumira na karli, Krishna hi teri paas. Krishna hi Shraddha, Krishna hi Bhakti, Krishna hi Vishwas. Reets and myself spend lots of time together, and that's with Pandit and our beautiful Shaanti Bhavan Mandir. I have so much memories, so much precious memories with her, and Pandit would know. Sometimes we try to do matching color when we have satsang, and her first thing would be, you get clothes for fit because we can't find nothing to fit. Can we just pick the color for Pandit next time, because we're gonna pick what's gonna fit us. And that was one request she made to Pandit maybe the week before she passed. The next time we get to pick the color kurta he's gonna wear, so we could fit into our clothes, the one that's actually gonna fit us. Because we both always complain, oh, we can't fit, we get too fat. I really miss her a lot. Every day I think of her, because while in the train, the A train, we'll text each other. She will forever live in my heart. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anuji, for those wonderful words, that beautiful poem there. And of course, Sabrina ji, thank you for your words as well. And thank you for sharing our secret with the clothes story. So beautiful to hear all these wonderful thoughts tonight as we reflect on Rita ji's life. Imagine Christmas Eve, out of all nights, she decided to Give us a wake-up call. Don't take life for granted. Don't take these precious moments for granted. Enjoy who is in your life. Enjoy every moment that you can. Thank you, my dear, for reminding us of the importance of life and the value. We see our dear Sandhya ji. Sandhya will like to share with us this evening, another member of the Naujawanis, sing a bhajan, I believe. And then after that, we have a special video clip from our dear Uncle Kali ji. Thank you, Sandhya, for that beautiful, beautiful bhajan. And as I always tell you, that Auntie Reets would have been very, very proud of you. As a matter of fact, I was looking at a video the other day and some pictures where we were at your home. And I don't know if you remember, we were doing a little karaoke. Prashant was there with us, and I saw some pictures with Prash and her sitting on a chair, and they were doing karaoke together. So, wow. Great, great, great memories. Thank you so much, my dear. God bless to you and mom, dad, and Bhaiya. We see his little head there somewhere. Happy holidays to you guys. So at this time, we're going to listen to a beautiful song rendition. Kaliji couldn't join us tonight, but he did send a video early this morning, and he asked if we can post it up for him. So please enjoy his rendition, Jani Chali Jate Hi Kaha. You have left us, but you haven't told us where you are going. Over to Kali.
आने चले जाते हैं कहाँ, दुनिया से जाने वाले जाने चले जाते हैं कहाँ, कैसे ढूंढे कोई उनको, नहीं कदमों के भी निशान, दुनिया से जाने वाले जाने चले जाते हैं कहाँ। जाने हैं जाने हैं वो कौन नगरिया, आए जाए कद कबरिया।
Okay, guys, I think we're having a little bit technical difficulties. I think our main host just got logged off. So please bear with us a few minutes, and I'm hoping Kev can be back on.
We want to apologize for a little technical difficulty we were having there. The system just shut off, but we're back on, I believe. So we're going to pause back our dear Kaliji's video, and then we'll continue from there.
से जाने वाले जाने चले जाते हैं कहाँ। जाने हैं जाने हैं वो कौन नगरिया, आए जाए कद कबरिया। आई जब जब उनकी याद हाथ भी जैसे फिर यादी, जाके फिर सो आने वाले जाने चली जाने हैं कहाँ, दुनिया से जाने वाले जाने चली जाने हैं कहाँ। मेरे पिछड़े मेरे पिछड़े जीवन साथी, साथी जैसे दीपक बाते, मुझ मुझसे बिछड़ गई तुम वैसे सावन की जाती के जैसे उनके बादल काले काले जाने चले जाते हैं कहाँ दुनिया से जाने वाले जाने चले जाते हैं कहाँ कैसे ढूंढे कोई उनको नहीं कदमों के भी निशान दुनिया से जाने वाले जाने चले जाते हैं कहाँ
Wow, what a beautiful, beautiful rendition by our dear Kali ji. Thank you so much. Always very supportive of everything we do at the Shaanti Bhavan Mandir, and a wonderful, wonderful friend of our dear Rita ji. Thank you once again. At this time, we're going to switch back to one of our another Naujawani, and she's no other than our dear Priyanka Rani, who would like to share a few words with us tonight. And after that, we have our dear Mataji Lal, Auntie Lal, who very, very, very beautiful friends with Rita ji as well. She will sing for us next.
Jai Sitaram, everyone. My name is Priyanka, and I am a member of the Najwan Mandali Youth Group of the Shaanti Bhavan Mandir. I still cannot believe it has been a year since heaven gained a beautiful soul, our beloved Auntie Reets. Auntie Reets has been an influential person in my life and the lives of many. When I think about Auntie Rita, I think about how beautiful and melodious her voice was. It was one of a kind just like her. Tonight, I'll be reciting a poem that I found that highlights all the things that made Auntie Rita so special. We had a wonderful aunt, one who never really grew old. Her smile was made of sunshine, and her heart was solid gold. Her eyes were as bright as shining stars, and in her cheeks fair roses you see. We had a wonderful aunt, and that's the way it will always be. But take heed, because she's still keeping an eye on all of us. So let's make sure she will like what she sees. Thank you, Jai-ho.
Thank you so much to our dear Priyanka ji for those wonderful words. To you, Mom, Kev, and everybody, we wish you guys a very safe, happy holidays. Enjoy the festivities, and thank you for taking time off for being with us tonight and joining us to say something about our dear Auntie Reets. So at this time, as I mentioned earlier, our dear little Kiran is on. We would like to bring Kiran back on the microphone. She would like to sing a bhajan for us.
हर घड़ी बदल रही है रूप जिंदगी शाम है कभी कभी है धूप जिंदगी हर पल यहाँ जीवन जियो जो है समा हर घड़ी बदल रही है
रूप जिंदगी शाम है कभी कभी है धूप जिंदगी हर पल यहाँ जीवन जियो जो है समा कल हो ना हो
चाहे जो तुम्हें पूरे दिल से मिलना है वो मुश्किल से ऐसा जो कोई नहीं है, बस वही समय से बसी है, उस बात को समा
गली बदल रही है जिंदगी, चाह है कभी कभी है धूप जिंदगी, हर पल यहाँ जीवन जियो, जो है समा कल हो न हो।
पलकों के पास कोई
जाए पर सोच लो इस पल पे जो दास्ता कल हो न हो। जीवन जियो जो है समा कल हो न हो, हर पल यहाँ जीवन जियो जो है समा कल हो न हो। Thank you, Jason.
I'm just gonna say a few words.
Wow, thank you so much, Kiranji, for that beautiful song. And I don't know if Auntie Sandra is on, Diniji, but she always loved that song. She always tells us how beautiful that song is. And of course, we talk about the importance of time. Enjoy what life has to offer. Tomorrow is not promised to no man. So we have a young man here with us this evening, another blessed member of our Naujawanis, a young man who spent a lot of time driving our dear Reets around. And I would like to ask him to come. He's joining us live here in our Zoom. And he's no other than our very own, this way, Kev. Yeah. Our very own Kevin Hirala. So, and I think he's going to be accompanied by Kevin Persaud. So, let me move out of the way.
Sitaram devotees. And they caught me a little off guard here, but this last week leading up to today, Kev can say, has been very difficult for all of us. For this last year, it's like you ask God, although it's a wake-up call that anything could happen at any minute, it's like, how do you bring somebody like Reets into our life and then have her taken from us? But today is not a day to talk about the depression part of it. I think I was talking to a few people, and I think today, as she's watching down on us, she'll be like, star gal, star by, don't dwell on it. It happened, let's all smile and be happy. Me and Kev will just sing the first line of this song, because I used to tell her, Ye bandan to Shah Rukh Khan and Salman Khan. It was like me and Kev, and she was their mother in the movie. I always used to tell her that. So Reets, we dedicate this one line to you. Ho 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 ho. सूरज कब दूर गगन से, चंदा कब दूर किरण से, खुशबू कब दूर पवन से, कब दूर बहार चमन से, ये बंधन तो प्यार का बंधन है, जन्म का संगम है, ये बंधन तो प्यार का बंधन है, जन्म का संगम है. Wow, just singing that, wow. Just singing that one line there, my skin raised. I don't know about you, Kev. Reets, we dedicate that to you. We know you're looking down on us, and we just want to say from the bottom of our hearts, we love you, we miss you, and we forever will hold up your legacy. Thank you for your time.
Oh, and how wonderfully said, the bond that we all shared under Reets, we all identify as brother and sister.
Yeah.
And it's something we can't have her back, but in her memory we can show that brothership. You know, these days are hard. It's hard to see each other in the times that we live, but to lend a helping hand when wakes come along. We know that Reets is a big proponent of, you know, lending that hand, whatever is going on in her life. There's many times, you know, even on holidays such as, you know, Christmas Eve or any other holidays, whenever, you know, we have a function, whenever we see that she's late, we know that someone has passed away somewhere and that she's coming. Late, but surely she will be there. And that's just a devotion that she's passed on to all of us, and we can only thank her for that in our lives. And thank you again for that beautiful song.
Thank you for singing, bro.
No, of course, anytime.
Thank you, Pandit, for giving me this moment.
I want to say thank you so much to Kev and Kev, K and K, for those wonderful sentiments, and of course that beautiful song that you guys dedicated. I just want to share this before we put on the next clip. Our dear Palidas also couldn't join us tonight because of other commitments, but he sent a clip and he begged if we can put it on for him. And of course, he's a wonderful friend of Rita ji. But I want to share this. These are the thoughts of my other half, my better half, my brighter half, Ravina ji. And I know if she speaks, she's going to cry. So she asked me to say this on her behalf, on our family's behalf. My heart and mind has been troubled for the last several days to know you will no longer be with us. This is what she wrote upon hearing the passing of Reets. After the passing of Guruji in 2009, which impacted us hard, in 2010, my dear husband had a dream to form a youth group to keep his legacy alive and propagate the younger generation. Our first instinct was to bring Auntie Reets aboard, as she was such a tremendous part of us and shared the same passion and drive. We became blacks and whites and browns. These are the three nicknames we had. And we addressed each other as such till 12/24/2020. When we decided to take our leave from the Bhubaneswar Mandir in 2011, Auntie Reets stood firm with us and along with a handful of devotees in this venture. Not once did she hesitate, but encouraged and gave us strength to proceed with our choices. On January 1st, 2012, the Shaanti Bhavan Mandir's doors opened at 11206 Jamaica Avenue. From then to March of 2020, when we closed due to COVID, Auntie Reets invested tremendous amount of time to the temple, devotees, and working with my husband, of course, the one and only, for the upliftment of our culture, religion, and dharma. Blacks was the medium between myself and whites. At our meetings, they would fool around and joke continuously without lots of things getting done. And I was the frowned upon one that wanted to keep things serious and to get it done. Despite their style, the end result was each endeavor was success. We may have not agreed on everything, but we did collectively agree that whatever we put forth needed to be successful and create a beautiful tomorrow. Auntie Reets always was willing, gave 100% and 50% more. I never had to worry when I couldn't make it to any event. She assured me that she got this. Don't worry, girl, I got this. We accomplished so many things as a team. She will be deeply missed, but remembered for all the accomplishments she helped to make a reality at the Shaanti Bhavan Mandir. Despite the physical location of the temple being closed, she continued to give her time virtually. She brought smiles to faces of many virtually, but kept smiling despite her nervousness. Today I lament on the days gone. I remember our good days with her. I remember her beautiful voice, and I love the way she sung Om Namo Bhagavate Suryai Namaha, which was a beautiful chant Auntie Dulciji actually texted us today that Reets used to sing. I think about her not being at our family gatherings where she would stay after she start another jam session. I think about not hearing her voice at the temple chorusing. I picture her not wearing her favorite broom. She was always sweeping at the mandir, by the way. And her hustling to run to the door downstairs because the cab was late or the train got delayed. I hear her asking, what am I getting tonight for eat? Did they send papasas? Today, I do not bid you goodbye to you, my dears blacks, but today I say until we meet again in the abode of Krishna. Today I remember you, and I will continue to remember your beautiful smile, your beautiful soul, and all your beautiful actions you performed on this earth. May our sweet Lord open his arms to embrace your sweet soul. Sing, our dear blacks, sing along. We love you dearly and will ever, forever be missed by all. Love you, blacks. Yours truly, Browns. I want to thank Ravina ji for those wonderful, wonderful words. My dearest, at this time, I would like to bring our dear Palidas all the way from Staten Island onto our stream.
Today, friends, is exactly 1 year since our beloved Reets has been snatched away from us. It still feels surreal, and this empty feeling continues every time I hear or think of her. We all lost a part of us. You see, sisters are like no one else. We develop this bond and friendship with them that are extra special. So when someone loses their sister, it is time of unimaginable sadness and grief. We are all like trees. When you cut off a branch, it will heal, but the wound is still visible. Reeds, I sing these few lines in your name.
तेरे आने की आस है दोस्त शाम फिर क्यों उदास है दोस्त महकी महकी फिजा ये कहती है तू कहीं आस पास है दोस्त तू कहीं आस पास
She used to love it when I sing this one. चाहूंगा मैं तुझे सांझ सवेरे, फिर भी कभी अब नाम को तेरे आवाज में न दूंगा, आवाज मैं न दूंगा। चाहूंगा मैं तुझे सांझ सवेरे, फिर भी कभी अब नाम को तेरे आवाज में न दूंगा, आवाज मैं न दूंगा। चाहूंगा मैं तुझे सांझ सवेरे। देख मुझे सब है पता, सुनता है तू मन की सदा। देख मुझे सब है पता, सुनता है तू मन की सदा। मिटवा मेरे यार तुझको बार बार आवाज मैं न दूंगा, आवाज मैं न दूंगा, आवाज मैं न दूंगा, आवाज मैं न दूंगा। Reets, we miss you very much. Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you so much to our brother Paliji for that beautiful song, and of course, always ready to support us at the Mandir. And I'm sure Reets would have definitely enjoyed that rendition. So I'm going to call on a young lady now, who I believe, mommy is cousin, right? The cousin of our dear Rita ji, and she's no other than our dear Nadira Persaud. And right after Nad, we're going to be listening to Auntie Lal, Lalita Persaud, will be joining us after.
Sitaram, everyone. Where do I start? At first, I didn't want to say anything, but then I said to myself, and I cannot let this 1 year go without saying something about my dear sister Reets. There's this, I was okay all day, but just this afternoon, after I went to the site where the accident happened, there's this knot in my stomach. That on a fateful day like today, where I was on the same sofa, the same spot, when Ganesh texted me that Rita was in an accident. And then minutes later, he texts me that she's no longer here, where I scream and I threw the phone. And I tell Kevin, see what's this crazy joke? And Kevin went in the room and made that phone call to discover that the Ganesh and the others were at the hospital, where we hurried and we went. And I then start to question the nurse, telling them, are you sure? No, it can't be. This didn't happen. Anyway, it's a year now. We had a year to think about every encounter we had, our relationship, our childhood memory that we had with her. And I just pray and wish her well, that she is with Bhagwan Krishna. She had done many good, many great deeds. I remember our Ramayan was at Mandir and she started using it. And I said, well, you Ramayan the gal. He said, Migi Pandit, she gave a young Pandit that was starting to go to our Mandir. That was the kind of person she was. She would take the last that she have, give away what she have, and especially when it's for Dharma. She's there, she's side by side. Whenever we have a family function, she gets so much heat. She always show up last at the end, but she does show up. Everyone would tease her. And she just laughs. She don't take it serious. She always have that care, that love. Whenever there's a shraddh, there is a puja, you go to her and she said, don't worry, I will take care of it. Even my mom was reminiscing and said, Mommy, don't worry, Mommy, me go get singer for you. Even if it's last minute, she always go above and beyond. I just want to say on behalf of my family, my siblings, my parents, my dad, who is here with me, who doesn't want to say anything, that hit him so hard with Rita. There's many that passed on, his sister, his brother. And when Rita passed, he was like a different person. He was walking around in the house and said, "We can't believe this gal gone. We can't believe this gal gone." And we are all coming to grabs. And also on behalf of Reets' three brothers, our cousin Jayo, brother Glenn, and Deuchan, who's in Guyana, and their niece Darshani, and her nephew Danish. We want to thank everyone for their support and their continued support and the legacy that they would carry out in memory of our dear sister Reets. Thank you, and Jai Ho.
Sitaram, on behalf of myself,
Say something.
I would like to say it's heartbroken to lose someone like Reets. I knew her some 28 years as old Kevin. That's when I went back to Guyana. I met her there. Kevin was, his mom was pregnant with him. And I must thank Miro Amina to bring her to this country.
With your cousin.
With our cousins, so we can enjoy her life. But this COVID make I learn a lot of stuff about our religion, and they talk about Krishna consciousness is like, you know, Krishna makes people happy and something makes them sad. But when time to go, you have to, because on that day, and she's a true devotee of Hanuman, and on that day, it was so stormy, it was so windy, but she had to go, so he had to bring her out, and that's the way she went. But today is so calm, because even Hanumanji was probably mad because it was so windy and it was so the weather was so bad. It was not raining, but was very, very windy. So it's time for her to go, because we believe in reincarnation, and reincarnation is like, you know, sorry, you want to say something else?
No, go ahead.
Reincarnation is like this soul have to go somewhere else. Probably the Lord Krishna need her to go somewhere else, because as Swami Vivekananda said, you know, the soul move from one place to another, but if you can control your consciousness, you can tell if he was born again or not, because he was telling about himself. He speak English and he always Hindi, so there's reincarnation. She will be somewhere, and hopefully she come back into our lives so we can enjoy her again and again. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you. Scott, answer something. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Nad and Gup, for those wonderful words. And as you guys can see, one Sunday our dear Guptaji will definitely give Kathat Mandir. I think you are more than capable. Thank you so much. It shows what satsang can do. and how much it can bring out of us, each and every one of us. And this is exactly what we've been promoting at the Shaanti Bhavan Mandir. Thank you, Gup, and thank you, Nar. Happy holidays to you guys. So now we'll listen to a young lady who spent a lot of time singing with our dear Rita G's at weddings, weeks, satsangs. So, Antila, the mic is all yours, my dear.
Sitaram, everyone.
Sitaram.
Today is a difficult day, but I'm trying to think of the positives. You know, when I was with Darsh at the apartment, we were going through all of Rita's, all of her books, and the book where she has all her wedding songs. I found this letter in her book, and I thought the words are so beautiful and describes her so well. And I just want to read a little piece of it. And Pandit, I think you've done a wedding. And it was a letter from Vic and Joyce. And I just want to read the first paragraph. It says, how do we in words begin to say thank you? Your souls speak through your voices and your hands and create extraordinary vibrations of harmony, joy, and love. There is unique magnetism that draws your voice together and blends it into perfect unison. With Pandit's lead, you together make magic happen. And if one's hearts and ears are open and receptive, your voices flow right in and create quite a havoc with the heart. The outcome is pure happiness. And on that note, I just want to say that is what Rita was. She was always bring happiness to everyone. And Pandit, I thought the little program with the kids was so beautiful. I was enjoying all the words that the kids had to say. I just want to say for my friendship with Reets, I feel so contented that I had such a beautiful relationship. You know, when you have a relationship where two people understand each other, there is no jealousy, there is no hatred, there is no anger, there's no, I mean, it was so perfect that I feel so content that I had known her and she was part of my life. And with the kids, on a day like this, I know this is a song she would probably sing to the kids. So I just want to sing like about one verse or so. आओ तुम्हें चांद पे ले जाए, प्यार भरे सपने सजाए, छोटा सा बंगला बनाए, एक नई दुनिया बसाए। ओ आओ तुम्हें चांद पे ले जाए, प्यार भरे सपने सजाए, छोटा सा बंगला बनाए, एक नई दुनिया बसाए। ओ आओ तुम्हें चांद पे ले जाए, प्यार की है दुनिया दूर आसमां पे, मिल के न बिछड़े कोई वहाँ पे, ऐसे भी एक डगर है, ऐसा भी एक नगर है। हो आओ तुम्हें चांद पे ले जाए, प्यार भरे सपने सजाए, छोटा सा बंगला बनाए, एक नई दुनिया बसाए। ओ आओ तुम्हें चांद पे ले जाए, छोटा प्यार भरे सपना सजाए, छोटा सा बंगला बनाए, एक नई दुनिया बसाए। Thank you.
Thank you very much, Auntie Lal. And I know tremendously you are definitely going to miss that soul being part and parcel of not only in satsang, but part of your family. She was a big part of your family's life as well. So thank you for taking some time off tonight and being with us. God bless you. Happy holidays to everyone. We want to wish you guys the very best. So at this time, we're going to call on a young man who loved Auntie Reets tremendously. And he's no other than our very own Zamanji, who is on. So we're going to listen to Zaman, then we're going to listen to a song by our dear Varshaji. And then I know Didi Sandra, she gonna beat me for this. She's very emotional, but we must hear from her. So we're gonna listen to Zaman, Varshaji, and then Didi Sandra.
Sitaram, everyone. Namaste to the Shaanti Bhavan Mandir and the entire community. My name, of course, is Zaman from Zamandari, and I just want to say that, you know, over the years, we've seen our dear Auntie Reets, how she have poured her heart, her soul, her talent, and encouraging the youths of tomorrow with our various different artistic creations that she have created, and ensuring that we all are valued, we are all uplifted, we're all seen, and we're all respected. This is something Auntie Reets continues to share with the youths of tomorrow, especially the Naujawani Mandali. And I'm so honored to be able to share tonight with you all, because from last year to this year, it has been a journey, not only for the family, the Shaanti Bhavan Mandir, various different artists in our community, but our community at large. And Auntie Reets, her memories is always in our hearts. Here, listening tonight from all the youths, they are our future. And what an amazing presentation tonight from all the youths, and sharing their stories, how Auntie Reets have touched them. And I know that her legacy will continue, and we will preserve her legacy with the Shaanti Bhavan Mandir and with all the various different artists within the community who she have touched, including myself. I know that her legacy will continue. My heart goes out to all of you. You know, I recently just came home from the location where she was hit, and walking there this afternoon, knowing that a year has gone, blood has been shed, tears have been poured, hearts have been mended and healed, but we continue the fight. We continue the fight. And I thank all of sorry about that, I was called. I'm using my phone for the Zoom. And I want to thank all of the community organizers who stood up and rallied and ensure that we receive justice for Auntie Rita. And, you know, a few months ago, we were able to announce that an arrest was made for taking Auntie Rita's life. But we also will continue to hold the justice system accountable to make sure that this individual is prosecuted to the full extent and the family gets justice and Auntie Rita gets justice. But tonight is not about that. Tonight is about celebrating her life and celebrating her legacy. But we must also shed light on what had happened, what has happened, and what progress have been made. So Shaanti Bhavan Mandir, Pandit Manoj, and everyone over the Shaanti Bhavan Mandir, thank you for continue uplifting her spirit, her legacy, and all of the joy that she has brought into this world. I pray that she is with Lord Krishna at his feet and continue to bless us continuously. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Zaman, for your wonderful words to this evening. And as he mentioned, and a few other devotees mentioned, those of you who have the opportunity or you can get some time, go by the site on Rockaway Boulevard and the junction of 101, right? By the church. You will see a beautiful banner there with our dear Reets. We placed there, this was the mastermind, Ravinaji had the thought, and we started working on it, and it manifested so beautifully. So if you get some time, go by and just pay your respect. It'll be there all the way straight through to the weekend. So, and one note, the church is requesting no candles because it's dangerous, and no crowd gatherings because of the COVID and everything. So please make note of that. Thank you so much, Zaman, once again. So we'll listen to our dear Varshaji, and right after that, we'll listen to our dear Didi Sandra.
Jai Sitaram, everyone. Good evening. I was doing okay until I came on here to talk. I think today has been really hard for everyone. And I had the blessings of reaching out to some of my fellow Naljavanis, my two Kevins, and they've definitely been a good support. It's nice to know that we have a community of not just individuals, but of kids. We all grew up with Auntie Rita that understand just how tragic this passing has been. I know that we can all just reflect back and think back to when we all got that phone call or found out this news. I know I was in disbelief. And as I reflected on this year, as I do at the end of every year, I just couldn't believe that some very big things happened in my life that Auntie Rita would have definitely been happy to be a part of. And as I was expressing that to one of my fellow Naujawanis, they reminded me that she's always looking over me. And I would always have this privilege of saying, I was one of the few Naujawanis who, me, Kevin, Persaud, and I think Keralal, ever so often, they'll be there at 8 o'clock promptly in the morning, Sunday morning, to chant Maha Mantra. And Auntie Rita would come floating in around 8:40, yelling at Kevin Keralal for being late, or Jagdish not coming on time, or something happening. And then the next thing, she sits down and I would get in trouble for playing the harmonia too high or pumping too much or not having my urni on my head, like she likes to say. And as I sat down here, I looked at my now husband and I said, I should have put on a kurta top and throw on a shawl. I can hear Auntie Rita say, "Daho yoga on Facebook Live." I can hear these little moments. So I'm sorry, Auntie Rita, I didn't have a minute to get all decked out for you, but I do hope that I can chant this Maha Mantra. I feel a lot of emotions. Just a quick line as I reflect and pray for you. We miss you and I love you so very much. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. Thank you, Auntie Rita, for allowing me to chant with you. And I have to let you, Auntie Rita, because I know you're listening. Pandit has not learned, and he still starts every song very high. Jai Sitaram, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Varsh. And I like how you threw in that. And everybody who knows Reets, she always used to holler at me. Every song, we got to start 4 scale higher than what she can sing. And she would always say, what you want, have a vice box left here? Oh man, thank you so much, Varsh. And once again, I want to say thank you to all of our devotees logging on tonight, being part of our satsang, our Zoom satsang. So this time it is our honor to ask our dear Didi Sandra Pandita to share a few thoughts with us. And as you can see, we're doing very good on time, and we're going to be wrapping up very shortly. Over to Didi.
Namaste, Pandit Manojji, and all the members of the Shaanti Bhavan Mandir, and to all those who are viewing this program this evening. My humble namaste, good evening to all of you. And yes, like Yogesh ji said, today is a bittersweet day for all of us. And like you, Pandit Manoj said, it's important that we get to know ourselves. Haji Surrender said, we all grieve in our own way. But all in all, we all those who have been saying from since the time last year, Christmas Eve to now, those who have been giving their speeches, those who have been making their contributions and their renditions, I'd like to say God's blessings be with all of you. Yes, we've come to acceptance of what it is life has to offer. But like we all know, death is inevitable. And all that I can say today, as it is a bittersweet day for all of us, is that that soul which has touched the lives of all of us is definitely here. And I know for a fact that those of us whose lives she has touched it in very different ways. And all of us, we have beautiful memories to live by. I leave with you this evening this very beautiful songs which will a simple line which would tell all of us. Surrender sing a beautiful song, and I know Pandit says he knows that we all love that song, and another song which was sung. But this one also has a lot of meaning, and this is what it says. It says, "वो जब याद आई, बहुत याद आई, गमे जिंदगी के अंधेरों में हमने चिरागे मोहब्बत जलाए बुझाए, वो जब याद आए, बहुत याद." Oh. And Panditji, I'd like to let everybody know that when she was alive, she was a very jovial person. I sent a message, a Christmas greeting to everybody, and I said, like my Guruji said, be forever green like the Christmas tree. Be forever bright like the lights that are there. And be forever giving like the gifts that are there. Her life depicted that. And we all know that she had always lived in knowledge. She had always lived in knowledge. And her thoughts would have been, don't live in the past and don't live in the future, but live in the present moment. And I leave with you her song that that tops it all and that ends it all when she says, Aage bhi jaane na tu, पीछे भी जाने न तू, जो भी है बस यही एक पल है, जो भी है बस यही एक पल है. As I leave, Panditji, I'd like to say I'm very, very happy this evening to see that a lot of the kids from the Shaanti Bhavan youth group, they have taken part, and they have indeed done a fabulous job in celebrating her life this evening. God's blessings be with all, and God's blessings be with you towards the enhancement and the progress of Shaanti Bhavan Mandir. Hari Om Shanti, Shanti, Hari Om.
Oh, thank you so much, Deed. And I remember you telling us at the 1 year Shrad for Reets that lately you've been very, very emotional, and I can feel the emotion. I can feel every part of it, of your message, your songs this evening. On behalf of all of us, we want to thank you for taking time off and joining us tonight. And I know we want to wish you still a happy and a safe holiday. Greetings to all. We have 2 more items before we close off. We said we're going to close it off around 7 because we still wanted to give everybody an opportunity to celebrate Christmas Eve with their families and whatever it is that you do on this evening. This young lady who I'm going to bring on the camera here live, she actually thought we were doing a live satsang at the Mandir, and she came to join us this evening. She was very fond of Auntie Reets as well, and she's no other than our very own Shivani ji, visiting us from Florida. We would like to ask her to come. And after that, Pandit Ravi ji just got off of work, and he was passing by, he popped in. He would like to just say a quick word, and then we'll close off with closing prayers. So over to our dear Shivani ji.
Hi, good evening, Sitaram everyone. I wanted to say thank you to Panditji and Kev and the whole Shaanti Bhavan family for having me join tonight. Just really briefly, I know that I may not have had the same relationship that everyone here has had with Auntie Reets, but for me, she was someone who was always consistent, really. You just expected her to be in certain places, like weddings and wakes and pujas, and I just got so accustomed to her presence and her sweetness. She was someone who I wanted to see all the time. And I think up to today, it's a little bit surreal that she's not here anymore, technically, present physically. And I just pray that, I know grief comes in waves. It's never linear. There's never going to be a time where you feel like you've gotten over it. But I just pray that we all together sort of heal with the memories that we have of her. And I assume that she maybe liked this bhajan because I remember her singing it, chorusing to it a few times, so I just wanted to do maybe one verse. जो सुनो तो कहे प्रभु जी हमारे है बिनती दुख जन को धीरज दो हारे नहीं वो कभी दुख से तुम निर्बल को रक्षा दो रह पाए निर्बल सुख से भक्ति दो शक्ति दो भक्ति को शक्ति दो जग के जो स्वामी हो इतनी तो अर्ज सुनो है पथ में अंधियारे
तुमरे बिना हमरा कोनो नहीं हमरे उलझन सुलझाओ भगवन तुमरे बिना हमरा कोनो नहीं तुम्हें हमका हो संभाले तुम्हें हमारी रखवाले तुमरे बिना हमरा कोनो नहीं तुमरे बिना हमरा कोनो नहीं तुमरे बिना हमरा कोनो नहीं. Thank you all for having me.
Wow. Thank you so much to our dear Shivani ji, coming in from Florida for the holidays to see her parents, and still found some time to come and join us this evening. We want to thank you so much. And that song was very, very, very touching as well. Joining us now is our dear Pandit Ravi ji in his new kurta outfit, but he's coming from work. So we want to thank him for popping in. So over to Pandit ji.
Jai Sitaram to each and every one of you. Wow, it's been a year already, and I still think it's so fresh in my memories. This morning I got up like around 5 in the morning, and I was replaying. I must have played that Hanuman Chalisa like probably 4 or 5 times this morning. Just to hear her voice and wait until the end. And she wished everybody. She had a long list wishing everybody happy birthday, and when the pandemic started, she basically lived her life on camera. In all the satsangs and pujas and all the live shows. And we all saw what a person she was, what a strong person she was. Many of us have fond memories of her, and all of us would share different memories and all that with her. But one thing I can tell you that stood out to me the most is that she was a strong person. And she was a strong person. She lived her life in a dharmic way. And that way that she lived her life, she taught us, and particularly so girls and young girls in today's society, with an extension to boys also, she taught women and girls how to have self-respect. And she taught us, in order for us to gain respect in society, we first must show respect. And I'm pretty sure all of us would agree with me that there's never been a time when our dear, I call her Kala Mataji, she has disrespected any one of us. What I loved about her the most is that no matter how much of friends we are, she always would look at me and say, I remember this one really quick, that one day I met up with her and I was like, blah, 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 I was blabbing my mouth, and she was like, Paniravs, Sitaram first, right? And that brought me back to earth, how humble she was, and just reminding us constantly that, you must always show respect and give respect. And even though we're such good friends, she's never called me Rav, She always said Pandit Ravi, Pandit Manoj, or Ji. And, with that respect, or Pitaji, or Mataji, or Kakaji, or all the G's that she would put in to show all the respects in the world. So this, to me, is telling our young women of today, we should look upon the life that she lived, and we should pattern ourselves, boys and girls, pattern ourselves in such a way that we would also gain respect from society by giving respect. Thank you all so much, and Jai Sri Krishna.
Thank you so much, Pandit Raviji, for sharing those wonderful words. And definitely, she was a woman of great respect, and we should love her and respect her for that as well. Indeed, as we bring the curtains down to tonight's program. I just want to take this opportunity once again to thank all of our participants for joining us tonight. I know it's Christmas Eve. There's so much going on, so many things you could be doing with your families and friends, but you still found some time to join us here to celebrate Reets' life. And for that, I'm forever grateful on behalf of all of us at the Shaanti Bhavan Mandir. Thank you for being on Zoom. To all of our devotees on Facebook, we want to say thank you. God bless each and every one of you. To everyone here this evening who joined us here as well, I want to say thank you. God bless. Enjoy the rest of the holiday season. Good health, peace, love, and enjoy everything that comes with the holiday season. It was around this time we got the message she was in an accident. We were on our way to the Bronx to see my mom and dad. We were on the Whitestone Bridge. The phone call came in. We got there. I was just sitting down, took off our coats. I was just about to eat something. Got another call from Didi Sandra. She couldn't find me. Somebody had my phone, I think one of my little ones. She got in touch with Ravina. And then Ravina started screaming, and the plate fell out of my hands. I would always remember this night. The plate fell completely out of my hands because I realized something serious, or some serious news she's about to give me. And those were the words that she mentioned. I wished could have been something different. So, Reets, on such a night you picked, God picked, nature picked, karma picked, to remind us of the importance and the value of life. And for that we will always be grateful, and we're forever thankful to remind us. It was a wake-up call to all, and to all of us, please do not take life for granted. God bless each and every one of us. See you all Sunday morning, 9 o'clock. Please join us for a special satsang. I'm sure you'll definitely be touched and surprised to see our satsang, which we're going to be posting. And with that being said, I would like to ask our dear Sanjay, once again, he started us off with prayers. I would like him to lead us in our concluding universal peace prayer, a prayer that was very near and dear to our dear Reets. God bless. Jai Ho.
Before we begin, I would kindly like to ask everyone, each and every one of you, to close your eyes, clasp your hands, and join with me as we say the universal peace prayer. Om Sarvesham Mangalam Bhuvya Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashantu Ma Kashchit Dukha Bhave Nandantu Sarva Bhutani Nirantankani Santu Cha Prithirastu Parasparam Siddhirastu Cha Karmanam Swastiyastu Rachno Nityapa Samprajabhyastate Vastu Swastiyastu Dipate Nityam Shantirastu Chadushpade Shantirastu No Devasya Bhurbhuva Swa Shivam Tata Sarvata Shantirastu No Soumya Bhavantu Bhutani Tum Devo Jagata Srashta Pata Deva Tvameva Hi Prajapalya Devesha Shantim Kuru Jagatpate Yo Me Adhyasnite Tasya Shivamastu Sada Bhuve Yashtimam Dveshti Loke Yasmin Sopi Bhadrani Pashantu Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Let their good be good to all. Let all be free from sickness. Let all see that which is good and let none suffer. Let all be happy and fearless. Let there be sympathy for each other and success for all works and endeavors. Let there be prosperity to the king who protects the people every day and also to the people. Let the bipeds and the quadrupeds be prosperous. Let there be peace in the heavens and in the three worlds. Let us all other beings have peace everywhere. Creator and sustainer as thou art to the world. Thou encourage godliness and establish peace amongst the people. Who is my friend today? Let him be in peace. And who is not my friend? let him also be in peace. Om peace, peace, peace. Jai Sitaram.
Once again, thank each and everyone for joining us tonight. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. To Kev and Bree, thank you guys so much for making this happen. To all of you, Merry Christmas and a prosperous and blessed New Year. God bless.